Dallas Cowboys Game Night is presented by AT&T. Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Cowboys. It's Miller time. And by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full and condensed game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl.
The Kings of the East do it again. 51-26 over the Philadelphia Eagles as the Dallas Cowboys sweep the division for the first time since 1998. A perfect 6-0 against their divisional foes and a 12-5 record as they conclude the regular season in style at Lincoln Financial Field. Welcome in to the Star in Frisco, everybody, in Cowboys Game Night alongside the 6-time Pro Bowler and 3-time Super Bowl champ, Nate Newton. I'm Kyle Youmans. And Nate, this was an all-around win for the Cowboys. Another 50-plus point win. Dak Prescott with now a new career high in touchdown passes. He also has a Cowboys record. Most touchdown passes in a single season with 37. It was exactly what the Cowboys needed to do, and they stayed healthy in the final game of the year.
You're right, Kyle. They stayed healthy, and I like that. I didn't want Zeke to take any snaps, but he got over 1,000 yards. A bunch of guys score. They played sound defense. It wasn't as good as I needed it to be versus the run, but they got through it injury-free, and that was the most important thing.
Cowboys preparing to take on a potential foe. We don't know who yet in the first round of the NFC playoffs. Wild card action coming up this next week. But let's see how the Cowboys concluded the regular season. Mentioned it, how they were aiming for their first sweep of the division since '98. Jalen Hurts on the Philadelphia side not starting. So how does the backup Gardner Minshew start things off? Well, he does so on the right fashion. First ever grab in the NFL for Jackson, and Philadelphia strikes first. Dallas on their opening drive responds as Dak finds Cedric Wilson for his 5th touchdown of the season. This tying things up at 7 apiece.
Oh, man, I tell you what, Cedric Wilson has been a godsend, man. Every time a guy go down a receiver, whether it's one game or minute, he's found his way to the end zone.
Both teams trading field goals. Dak Prescott driving again, though. This one over the middle to CeeDee Lamb. Stays on his feet for the first down, past midfield all the way down to the Philadelphia 41. 5 plays later, Dak Prescott again dealing early on. Over the middle this time to Cedric Wilson, who reaches for the end zone, and the Cowboys cap off another drive to go up 17-10. If you didn't think this mattered to Dak Prescott, think again. How did Philly respond? They didn't go away either. The number 1 rushing attack without their top 3 running backs still find the end zone with Kenneth Gainwell. Less than 4 to play in the half. Cowboys driving on a free play into the honey hole to Amari Cooper on the sideline. Coop reels it in, takes it all the way down to the Philadelphia 3, where 2 plays later, it's Dalton Schultz on the reception. Dak's 3rd touchdown of the first half, and we need a little bit of defense in these highlights, Nate Newton. Demarcus Lawrence says, I've got you. 3rd down sack brings Gardner Minshew to the turf. That forced a punt, which was shanked by the Philadelphia punter, setting up great field position for the Dallas offense. How do they do in that regard? Well, they found Dalton Schultz again. 4 touchdowns throwing in the first half for Dak Prescott, and the Cowboys led at the halftime break 30-17.
Yes, needed accuracy. Right there, you see him on a dime. Frozen rope right in there to one of his favorite targets there. Great play.
Fast forward to the 4th quarter. Dallas leading by 10. Dak finds Corey Clement in the flats. He rolls out his 5th passing touchdown of the day. It also broke Tony Romo's previous best mark in a single season. 37 passing touchdowns for Dak Prescott, all alone at the top of the list in single-season Cowboys history. But Dallas wasn't done. Already, after another touchdown and a Leighton Vander Esch pick, Jaquan Hardy from 22 yards out becomes the 22nd Cowboys player to score this season, a new NFL record as Dallas closes the year in style, 51-26. The final score is the Cowboys get their 12th win of the season, and they finish a perfect 6-0 against the NFC East. We take a look at some of the final stats as the Cowboys up over 470 yards of total offense. They keep the Eagles grounded, just 166 through the air, and the big turnover from Leighton Vander Esch late in the game as they really dominate from beginning to end in this one, and the Cowboys got a chance to rest some starters late and still came out on top with an opportunity to improve their seeding in the NFC playoffs. But when we come back here on Cowboys Game Night, we hear post-game reaction from the rest of the Cowboys from out in Philadelphia. When we come back, it's Mike McCarthy who hits the podium.
This segment is brought to you by the Texas Lottery. The Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery is your ticket for a chance to win up to $100,000. Get your Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket today. Must be 18 or older to purchase a ticket. Play responsibly.
Mike McCarthy's Dallas Cowboys are the first team in NFL history with a 4,000-yard passer, a 1,000-yard rusher, and a receiver, and a player with 10-plus sacks and 10-plus interceptions. It's been quite the year for Coach McCarthy's Cowboys, and here's what he had to say following their finale in the regular season and their win over Philadelphia.
Okay, questions, please. Well, I would say this. I mean, we wanted to come in here and obviously win the game, but, you know, and really play all 48 of our guys. I mean, that was the outlook. This was, I would say, probably for both teams, about as different as a week that I've been a part of. And I think when you look at the start of the game, really just figuring out, A, who they were lining up with, and B, you know, how they were utilizing, you know, their personnel groups. And I'm talking more specifically about their offense. So this was, I thought it was good work for us. I mean, anytime you got a chance to line up, we all knew it was at stake. But, you know, we definitely accomplished what we came here to accomplish. I think we came out here pretty healthy. Rich, you didn't have anything, right? I mean,
arm injury and shoulder injury.
So, you know, hopefully that's all we have. But we wanted to be healthy, and, you know, we got a lot of production on offense, and everybody got to play. And it was good to see some of our young guys get some action and be productive.
To get the production offense, the rhythm of the passing game, and get the running game going. You talked about Zeke in the running game and him getting 1,000 and having one of his best games since, you know, early season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we wanted to be, you know, pretty balanced running pass mix. I thought we established that, you know, coming out of it, and, you know, just the rhythm and timing, you know, going into the playoffs. You know, we've talked about this during the course of the week in our time in Dallas. You know, I've rested players, I've not rested players, and but we felt where we were as a team first year in the playoffs, it was important for us to continue to play. So, you know, statistically, rhythm, pace of operation, you know, everything we were looking to accomplish tonight, we were able to get that done.
When you think about what Zeke was battling for, I guess, the last 2 months of the season, how impressive was it to get to 1,000?
Yeah, Zeke's a warrior. You know, I think he doesn't get enough credit for, you know, all the little things that he does. You know, he does the dirty work, and particularly in the protection and grinding out. You know, he's been playing with the knee since, you know, I think it was the Carolina game. So he's, you know, it's, you know, anytime you see a player hit, you know, an annual milestone, it's obviously a positive, and, you know, but you know, I think in the big picture of things, you know, he needed that, we needed it, and it was good to get, you know, our 6th win in the division coming in here tonight.
Cowboys get the win over Philadelphia 51-26, and we mentioned some of the incredible numbers that this Cowboys team has put up this season with the individuals. They've also had 22 different players score a touchdown, a new NFL record like we mentioned in the first segment. What does that say about the depth of this team overall?
It says everything. And then I like what Coach McCarthy said when he wanted to play this team because they were young and inexperienced in playoff experience, and that was a great thing, and I like that he did that. But as far as the players mixing in, doing what they have to do in the depth of the offensive line, the wide receivers, the running backs, I didn't even know that, you know, the little guy that came into the game, you knew him, you scouted him, but it was a great thing tonight.
Speaking on Jaquan Hardy, who scored his first career touchdown in the 4th quarter, but really quickly, there were 3 priorities of this team today, and that was get out healthy, get a win, and find a rhythm on offense. They did all 3 of those things, so how do you feel like they set up heading into the wild card round?
We need to do this. I mean, they feel good, they look good, and everybody's healthy, man. This is going to be a big win for the Dallas Cowboys coming up next week.
And they will have it at home, AT&T Stadium. Still TBD on the opponent. It could be a number of different teams that the Cowboys face in the first round of the NFL playoffs, but they will have Dak Prescott behind center. We hear from QB1 after a record-breaking night for him when we come back with more Cowboys Game Night.
This segment was brought to you by the Texas Lottery. The Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery is your ticket for a chance to win up to $100,000. Get your Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket today. Must be 18 or older to purchase a ticket. Play responsibly. This segment is brought to you by Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
There is a new record holder for single-season touchdown passes in Cowboys history. And yes, for those of you out there wondering, he did it in 16 games, even though it was a 17-game season. His name is Dak Prescott, and he steps up to the podium following a win.
Game records mean for you guys. You set all these records. So you surpassed Tony Romo's record. Was it about the momentum? Was it about the record? What does it feel like to do what you got there?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the records. I think we talked about earlier in the week. It's about the momentum, giving us something to carry over into this to the new season, I guess you can say. And excited about the way that we finished this regular season, going 6-0 in the division, coming out here and doing this on the road. It was a great team win. Great for some young guys to get in and some different guys to go score touchdowns. And to get that record is cool. I mean, I think that says a lot about a team. Just to have that many guys score touchdowns is impressive. But honestly, none of it matters now as we look forward and we move forward to what's to come.
McCarthy said that 37 touchdowns in a record-setting season is not bad for a guy that's been slow.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if I wasn't in one, I guess I could have done it a while back. But yeah. I mean, pretty cool. I mean, pretty cool to get a record like that. I mean, obviously knowing who's come before me and who's the play the quarterback position here before me. I'm just the beneficiary of a lot of hard work, great play calling, offensive line protecting, a bunch of different guys making plays. So just a stat, to be honest with you.
When did you know you got the record? Were you aware of it on the sidelines, or someone tell you at halftime?
No, I mean, honestly, I mean, when I just came off the field, they were saying congrats. I knew going into the game, obviously, there was a chance, but that's not anything I really think about. Yeah, I mean, just coming off the field, they said congrats, and I thought they were saying congrats for 5 touchdowns, to be honest, but then they informed me.
How proud are you of Zeke and for him to get 1,000 after the way the season is going?
Yeah, I mean, huge for a guy to play through injury, a running back to play through a knee injury and put a brace on and just to keep grinding and keep doing everything he can to be there for his team and to give his best week in and week out. Yeah, I mean, that was huge. That was huge for him, huge for the offensive line, huge for this team, for him to go out there and get that, and a lot of guys took pride in that. What's up, Sal? Great.
What do you guys have to do to focus on going into this wild card game? What do you think as a team you need to get better at, focus on, improve on?
Yeah, I mean, you just said it, focus, honestly. Just focus and take it one day at a time. I mean, the playoffs bring a great deal of excitement. Everybody knows what it means, but for us, it's about focusing day by day. And right now, we're going to celebrate this, have a good plane ride home. But as Coach said, when we touch down in Dallas, you know, I mean, flip the script and understand what's ahead of us and just focus on improving week after week and taking it one game at a time and staying in the moment, whether it's at practice, whether it's a drill, that particular drill, whether it's a meeting. Take it one day at a time, and when we get to the game, just focus, be disciplined, and take care of business.
Cowboys offense needed to find a rhythm in the final week of the regular season. They did just that to the tune of 7 different touchdowns, 5 of those coming from Dak Prescott and a 151.8 passer rating for Mr. Prescott, just 2 points off of the perfect rating that you could, or a couple points, 7 points off of the perfect rating that you could achieve at the NFL level. Back here with more Cowboys game night, back with Nate Newton. And Nate, do you take anything away from this offensive performance, seeing that Philadelphia was without a number of different starters?
It don't matter to me. We was looking for rhythm for this offense, and the coach needed to see his players find this rhythm, mainly his quarterback, and he did. They had a great day, and I like Dak. When he don't wear a hat, I like to look in his eyes, and for the first time in a long time, he was giving me his eyes, and I like that.
Got that confidence level back, and you can sense it from Dak Prescott and this offense. It's exactly what they've needed and what they need going into the wild card round. They also need a good performance from the defense as well. Demarcus Lawrence and company had a good day on that side of the football. Here's what he had to say following the break on Cowboys Game Night.
This segment was brought to you by Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
The Cowboys take down the Philadelphia Eagles 51-26 in the final game of the 2021-22 regular season. Let's hear from Demarcus Lawrence, who had another sack and a big night on that defensive side of the football.
Talk about, going into that game, how much did y'all want to play and want to win?
Say it again.
How much did y'all want to play and win this game, this final game?
Oh, man, being able to come out here and capitalize and get the win, just to be able to build, on a win and, head to the playoffs. I feel like we carrying the team and the momentum in the right direction.
We've talked to you a few times in recent weeks just about being one of the older guys on this team and this defense. What does it mean to you now that the playoffs are here to be back in the playoffs at this stage of your career?
Right, man. It's just another opportunity to go out here and be your best. Just working through a whole season, a whole regular season. A long regular season at that, with the extra game. It means a lot to, be able to bring young guys and the group of guys that we have in that locker room to a playoff berth.
What's you win your 12th game, you went undefeated in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sense of accomplishment in doing that, or is it all just about what's happening now?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You got to be able to, look at your accolades that you made throughout the season, and we did a great job. But now you are right. It's time to look forward to what's next to come and capitalizing on those opportunities.
I know you went out for a while. Was it tough to see light at the end of the tunnel at times, or you just felt like I'm just waiting for this moment?
Yeah, it really wasn't, about what I was looking at or, what I was looking for. It was just all about, getting myself prepared to come back and help the team win.
What a season it's been and what a turnaround it's been for the Cowboys defensive side of the football. Demarcus Lawrence has been a huge part of that. When we come back on Cowboys game night, we wrap up the regular season and take a look at what the playoffs could have in store for the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys Game Night was presented by AT&T, Reliant, and NRG Company, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full and condensed game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl.
The Cowboys wrap up the regular season with a 51-26 win over the Philadelphia Eagles, and now they turn their attention to Sunday afternoon, where if both the Rams and the Cardinals lose, the Cowboys can move up to the 3 seed in the NFC. If both of those teams lose and the Buccaneers have a loss, the Cowboys could be the 2 seed in the NFC playoffs starting in the wild card round next week at AT&T Stadium. Final segment with Nate Newton. I'm Kyle Youmans. What's the biggest thing for this Cowboys team? What's your biggest wish for them entering the playoff season?
To run the ball, to really give Zeke that ball, and for Tony Pollard to come back and they run that ball, and for Tyron Smith to get into the rhythm with his left guard and his center. And if they can do that right there, we can control the possession time of the game with scores when we get into the red zone. If we do that right there, we have a great chance of beating anybody.
You feel better about this team's chances after today than you did prior to kickoff?
Yes, and the main reason is health. And these guys came out of this game healthy, ready to go. And you know what? Everybody's went through this bad spell, and I hate to bring up COVID, but everybody's been through that. I'm hoping that everybody will lock down with their families in their houses and do everything they can to make sure they're prepared for this game.
Dak Prescott said it at the podium. It is a new season for the Dallas Cowboys. You've won 3 Super Bowl titles. You know what it takes.
Yes.
That might be what it takes. Keep the health there, because at this point in the season, the healthiest team may be the one with the biggest advantage heading into the NFL playoffs. That's it for us on Cowboys Game Night. For Nate Newton, I'm Kyle Youmans. Special thanks to our entire DallasCowboys.com crew. Cowboys get a win and wrap up the regular season in Philadelphia.